enjoy up to 85-90% margin benefits. We'll see this 85%, I think, is the maximum that you get out. And it depends from stock to stock as well, which stock provides you. Some stock can provide you 85%, few stocks provide 80%, few stocks are at 70-75%. So it depends stock to stock, right? So what you can do is you can use this pledged margin to buy MTS stocks and trade in future and options, right? So you can do FNO, you can do MTF. You cannot use this limit for again buying shares using cash delivery. You cannot do that. Yeah. Or in any, and in that case, say for example, any other product, right? So you can sell your pledged shares just like regular shares whenever you want. That's very simple, and your pledged shares will always be visible in the in your portfolio. So it will not be like you won't be able to see them. Yeah, so we have actually improved the entire journey of Sky, which must be visible to you all. Yeah, so let's move on. So first thing we will understand is how you can pledge on Sky. Having understood, it's hopefully clear what uh, pledge is. Let's quickly understand how you can pledge on Sky. So quickly, what you can do is you can launch Sky app. On the Sky app itself, when you launch in the home screen, which is the Explore section, the first tab, I mean. So if you see on the top, you will be seeing tabs like Explore, Stocks, FNO, Mutual Funds, MTF, and there will be a setting sections also wherein you have option to select which page you want to set as a default dashboard, which means on launching, which page do you want to land at? Say, for example, you are somebody who only does FNO. You're not interested in landing on mutual funds or MTF. What you can do is you can go to settings section. And for your convenience, we have a section selected. You can go to future, select future and option there and set it as default. That's how simple it is. Okay, so having said that, let's move into the topic we're at. So now you land on Explore. In Explore, possibly first section will be your net worth, wherein you will be able to see the current value of your investment, the total PNL, today's PNL, and maybe there's a drop down where you can expand and you can see how much you have invested in stocks, MTF, mutual fund, etc. Yeah. Then you have the invest section wherein you get to see the stocks, mutual funds, MTF, IPO. Then is a trade section. Below the trade section is the tools section, which you can see right on my screen over here. So in the tools section, you will be seeing Discover. You will be seeing Sky Signals. So Sky Signals is something new that has come up. Possibly, I'll not deep dive into Sky Signals right now. We will be conducting a separate webinar for Sky Signals, wherein we'll let you know what it means and how it operates. Yeah. Next is alert section, and then is margin pledge. So now let's stick to margin pledge. So you can click on margin pledge. On clicking margin pledge, the next screen that opens is the margin pledge section. Right. So you can see this is the margin pledge section wherein you can see the eligible margin against my holding, which shows 1,43,698. So that's how much margin limit I can create by pledging the shares that I have in my Demat. So I'll quickly maybe shift my screen. I'll just open my Sky account on the web. Let me show it on the web also. It's a similar experience that you have on web and app. Just a second. So you go to dashboard. Yeah. So here you can see. So basically, this is the watchlist section, and this is the net worth that you have. Yeah. Now what you do is you go to the portfolio section, go to holdings. Yeah. In holding section, you will be able to see uh, the entire portfolio value that you have. So now you have a current value, you have a invested value, how much you invested, and what is the current value of your portfolio. So against this 1,76,803, which is my current value. So basically, I have my holdings over here, State Bank, Wipro, Tata Steel, IDFC, SAIL, TCS. So whatever stocks I hold against these, I have a margin that I can create as of approximately 1.44 lakh. So 1.44 lakh margin can be instantly created using the portfolio that I have, whose current value is 1,76,000. So if you see the difference amount, so 176, 144, whatever difference you are seeing, that's the haircut that we are taking, that we are keeping actually. This is because of the risk that is associated with whatever leverage and whatever usage you are doing. So if I click here, I clicked on that link. So I'll come to you over here. So this was my portfolio value. So possibly if you have a portfolio greater 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 10 lakh, whatever, 50 lakhs, what you can do is you can instantly get the value. So possibly these values will keep on increasing, right? So that's how it is. Okay. So let me quickly get back to the presentation that I had put up. Yeah. So you saw that the total eligible margin was 1 lakh 44, so 1.44 approximately. This value might have updated or it's similar. Okay. So now what you can do is eligible margin against holding is showing this much. Click on pledge now. So get additional margin at 0.03% per day or 1% per month or 12% per annum. It's the same thing that has been written. I have zero pledged holding. So if you have already pledged few shares, if you click here, you will be able to see the current status of the stocks that you have pledged. Yeah. So now you have over here margin pledge. These are the stocks that I had, right? And the entire stocks will be shown over here. So let me now quickly go back again. So let me quickly go back again. So here what you can see on this page, if you see, you can see this bank, you see the value, you see the quantity. Yeah. What you can do is you can see the margin as well. So for State Bank of India, the margin is 85%, which means if you pledge these, so 98.33 if you have, so you can clearly see the total value of the stock. So it is 98.33. And if you do what? If you do 85% margin, you will get approximately 82.66K worth of margin that will be created against this value. So 15% is the haircut in this case that we are keeping. Yeah. So if you see for Wipro also, we have a margin of 85%. Same we have, yeah. So Tata Steel is also 85% and so on and so forth. Now let me quickly go back to the screen, to my page, to my portfolio value and show you how it operates. So I click on get margin instantly. So I click here. So now see what happens. If I select, so I have not selected anything, right? If I select only SBI, say for example, I want to take a position wherein I need only 80,000. So what you can do is you can select SBI, right? You're getting 82,000. You have an option to edit the quantity. Say for example, I select 95. So 95 is giving you a margin of 78,000. No, this won't work. Say you need 97. You're already getting 80,000. So what you do is save this. You have created an estimate margin of 80.18K. You click on continue to pledge. That's it. This is how simple it is. Say, for example, you need 1 lakh worth of this. So what you can do is you can select 100 over here. Maybe you are pledging the entire amount safe. You need more amount, right? Say roughly. So you select Tata Steel also. So you're getting roughly 1.02 lakh. So you have an option over here. You can select whatever quantity you want to pledge. So now one thing you must understand over here is rupees 20 is the charge, is the pledge charge that will be charged per script. Yeah, as you pledge. So pledging charge rupees 20 plus GST per script. That is the standard charge. And when you unpledge it, the charge. So what happens is if you click on continue to pledge, so it will move to the next page, which is the CDSL page. You will be receiving a OTP. I will be showing it to you over here. Going back to the slide. So here you already saw the screen. Over to the next screen. So here will be two-step to authorize. So you will be receiving OTP from CDSL. It's the same thing if you would have done MTF before. So now auto pledge happens, but before if you would have done MTF placed order, you know how the OTP comes and how it operates. So basically, if you click on continue to pledge, the OTP will come over here and you have to enter it and the pledge will be done. And what will happen is you will be getting instant margin against that. It won't take much time. Don't think that it will take 1 hour, 2 hour, a day time for the margin to be credited. It's an instant process. You pledge it and you get the margin instantly, right? Now, one thing you must have seen while I was trying to pledge at this time, so it's already 5:18 right now, and markets are closed. So pledging is not allowed. So pledging is happens during market hours only. Right now, we are exploring ways wherein we can bring in this facility. So pledge is not allowed this time, means it's only allowed during market hours. So that's how the situation is right now. Yeah. So this is all about the pledging process. Hope you understood how the pledging process occurs. Yeah, let's move ahead in the presentation. So now, having said that, you understood what the pledge is. If you want to unpledge the shares that you are having, what you need to do is you need to go to this section that you can see over here, zero pledge holding. So, say for example, I pledged SBI and I pledged Wipro. In this regard, so two of the scripts were pledged. You will be seeing it over here, two pledged holdings, and then you can click over here. And if you want to pledge that, you can do it right over here. So unpledged charge is again rupees 20. So 20 this side, and both ways it is 20 and 20. Yeah, that's the charge that we have for pledging and unpledging, right? One more important thing is, say for example, I told you that margin pledge comes with an interest rate of same interest that you pay for MTF. Yeah, say for example, you have created a margin. Say for example, you have SBI, you created a margin of 82,000, and you are using this 82,000 for your further investment in MTF. So you will be paying an interest of 1% per month on this 82.66K. That's the charge that we do with a very nominal charge, very competitive interest rate that we have in the market right now, which you need to pay, and that's how the process is. So one clarity that I want to bring in over here is, say for example, you want to place a trade tomorrow. You've already decided, no, I think a random stock ABC will move up. So again, it's a disclaimer that I'm not here to I'm not recommending whatever stock name I'm taking over here. It's not a recommendation or my portfolio that is or seen over here is a recommendation that that's the stock to buy or sell. So that's just for an explanation purpose. Yeah. I'm not a research person, so not the person to put out the research over here. So what I want to say is, uh, you what you can do is what the point I want to put over here is, if you only use the margin, then only you need to pay the interest. Say, for example, you have created tomorrow, you think that you will be needing 82,000 of margin for placing order. You can create a margin of 82.66K and keep, and tomorrow you can use this for your trades. Or maybe after 5 days, you think I will be needing this. Say, for example, you create it on Friday and you think you will be using it on Monday. Great. So for Saturday, Sunday, you need not pay any interest on this amount. Only when you use this amount for your FN or MTF trades, then only you need to pay the interest rate. So I think this point is very clear, because several times I have seen people like you coming up and asking whether if pledged, will the interest rate start charging the same time? So the answer is no. Interest gets charged only when you use that amount for your trades. Now, say for example, you are using that amount for FNO intraday trade. So in that case, also you won't be charged any interest rate, right? In that case, also you won't be charged. Say for only for carry forward position, you are carry forwarding your position for a day or 2 day, 3 day, whatever number of days. Then only you will be charged interest on the position. I hope these things are very much bringing sense to you all, and you are very much clear on what pledge is, right? So what we covered is, one is pledge timing. So that is the confusion that stays around pledge timing. So pledge timing is market hour right now. Yeah. So you saw only I was not able to pledge when I tried there. Okay. During market hour, market is open, you can pledge, you will receive an OTP. Yeah. And you can keep, you can already do it for today. You can create the create margin and keep it for tomorrow. So you will not be charged any interest rate. So that is hopefully also clear to you all. How much time does it take to create limit? Is also we discussed, it is instant. So you need not wait. Your limit will be created instantly. Yeah. So there are a few questions that have already come up is from when interest rate will be charged. So basically interest rate will be charged only on carry forward position whenever you have used that fund. If you're not using it, it won't be charged. You're using it for day intraday trade, it won't be charged. Intraday FNO, it won't be charged. Yeah. There are a few questions around how many stocks are eligible. So all stocks are not eligible. Say for example, you're seeing SBI, there can be certain stock which will give you less margin, which will give you 60%. Say for example, the fundamental of that or company is not good, that is providing you a margin of say 10%, 20%. It can be that also, or it can be not eligible for margin pledge. Our risk team, if they think that no, this stock is a riskier stock wherein we can provide a margin, so what they can do is they can disable. So right now we have roughly around 1028. So you can say 1,000+ stocks would keep changing. So possibly we can say that we have 1,000+ stocks wherein uh, you can use them for pledging. So basically what you can do is you can go to your portfolio, you can see the available stocks that you have, you select the option, go to tool section, go to margin pledge, click on pledge now, and then you will be seeing the list of stocks that you have, and you will be seeing the eligible stocks and the margin against this. Yeah. So moving next. So one more thing, what you can do is if you want to see, understand which are the stocks. So I'll show you the screen over here. So you saw the screen, right? So I don't have it on the presentation right now. So margin pledge, let me check whether I can show it to you here on the screen. So now what you do is I go to margin pledge. Yeah, just a second. I go to portfolio, I go to holdings, I go to get limit. Yeah. So here the option is not there. So if you're on the phone, if you have the app with you, what you can do is you can visit this page. So you can see the page that I'm highlighting over here. There's a margin for the second screenshot that you can see over here. You can go to pledge eligible scripts. So pledge eligible scripts are basically the stocks that are eligible for pledging. Yeah. So now what you do is, for example, if you select ITC over there, so you can see ITC 85% margin, right? So 85% margin means 15% haircut we will keep. So say, for example, your current value of ITC that you hold in your portfolio is 1 lakh. What we will do is we will cut short 15,000, 85,000 will be made available for limit for the trades. And interest will be charged only when you use that 85,000 for trading. Yeah, I hope this is clear. Now, one more important aspect that we need to discuss over here is DDPI. Many of you have heard about the DDPI process of Demat, debit, and pledge instruction. So basically, it's a one-time Aadhaar-based authorization for simplification and speed up your transaction that happens. So whenever you sell any stock, you must be receiving OTP for that. If you enable DDPI, your OTPs won't be required any longer. So basically, it will be a faster and smoother and more convenient way of trading for you all. So not only that feature of DDPI. So DDPI features let us understand why you should enable DDPI. First point and the most important point is enabling DDPI comes free. You need not pay anything, unlike few brokers who charge nominal amount for activating DDPI on Sky. We don't charge anything for DDPI. So maybe you can just go ahead and enable DDPI and possibly you can try this. Yeah. Second, we already discussed the faster order execution, which is time saving. So basically, you skip the daily EDIS, so electronic delivery instruction slip authorization that comes in. Investors can, like you, can sell stocks instantly without waiting for OTPs via SMS or emails. So I'll tell you, if you are a FNO, if you're a trader, or maybe an opportunity has come in to sell stocks, there has been instances when several times OTP is not coming because of whatever reason. There can be issue at anywhere in the system. At that time, DDPI comes into the picture. It will help you without OTP. You can easily transact. Yeah. Two more important features of DDPI over here is if you enable DDPI, you unlock pay later, which is the MTF feature. Yeah. So with DDPI, basically you gain access to MTF facilities. And the most important for what we are here for today's webinar is margin pledge. So you will be unlocking the margin pledge, which is cashless trading, what we say, because we understood, right? For 1 lakh, you need 25,000 in case of MTF. You don't need that 25,000 if you bring in 25,000 from your portfolio. So that becomes completely cashless. You don't need anything. Yeah. So investors like you can pledge existing stocks collateral to bring in fresh funds. So you unlock these three important things. That's the reason why you should enable DDPI. Enabling DDPI is very simple. You must have seen a toggle, a bar for activation process. What you need to do is you need to click on authorize now. Next, you will get a e-form signing wherein you need to fill in few details. Click on proceed and DDPI activation request will be taken. Within a day or two, your DDPI will be active and you will be getting a notification once it's done. Yeah, so it's a very simple process to activate DDPI. Without DDPI, you won't be able to unlock your MTF or margin pledge. So if you have already started trading, kindly go through that. So now that was a picture about the margin pledge. Maybe quickly I'll take you through MTF over here. So the rise of MTF in India, you all must be hearing about MTF. Yeah, so over the few years, MTF has actually become a powerful tool where retail investors like you are boosting buying power during market rallies. Yeah, and possibly in a few years' time, maybe a 5 years' time, the market has moved from to 1 lakh crore, and maybe I think it's near about 1 lakh 10,000 crore. Yeah, as per NSE. So investors are actively using MTF to benefit from short to medium term market opportunities without needing to block a large amount on margin, right? Say, for example, you get an opportunity and you don't have funds at that time. Possibly that fund you have used it any other place, but you think, no, this is the time I must buy this stock. This is the right entry time. So what you can do is that time MTF comes into the picture. So I'm not saying that what you need to do, you can say, for example, it is 21st of the month. There are a few people who are waiting for the salary to come in on 30th. Take MTF position for 9 days. After 9 days, you can, when your salary comes, or maybe whenever your fund comes from wherever source, whatever occupation you are in, or money that you are planning to get on 30th, 9 days, 8 days, you pay an interest and you convert your delivery. So you have the money now. So an opportunity is not lost, right? You buy it at the entry price that you wanted to. So that's how MTF plays. So that's how investors are using MTF. I hope this is very clear to you all how MTF is. So you don't lose out on 9 days. And say, for example, the stock price moved from 100 to 150. Say, for example, you're expecting the stock price move from 100 to 180. Take you with MTF, you're able to buy at 100. Yeah. And if you have margin pledge, that 100 also you need not, the initial margin also you did not bring, right? Understanding MTF, so basically you can buy up to 4x. As I said, 25% is the minimum margin that we have. So it will depend, it can increase stock to stock, but that's what it is, 25, 26, 50, 80. It will move as per the stock script name, and you pay a very nominal interest in this case also. So for everyone, the interest rate for margin pledge also, it's 1% when you use it. I again focus on the word when you use that fund or carry forward it. Yeah. And here it is 1% per month for MTF as well. So you have a holding period of T plus 270 trading days for MTF. Pledge has now become auto pledge and unpledge. You still have to pay the 40 rupees for pledging and unpledging 20 rupees, so 20 on both sides. And we have now enabled more stocks on MTF. So we have revised the stock list for MTF, and now 1100 stocks are available for MTF. You also have a option for convert to delivery, which is a very good feature, which I explained a few minutes back, wherein if you are expecting funds to come in few days time, go for MTF. It's the best product. Pay interest for 5, 6 days, 8 days, 10 days, 20 days, whatever you want. And then you take a delivery of the position. You pay interest for a minimum amount of time, but you don't lose out on the price that you wanted to enter the particular stock. Yeah. So I'll not go through amplifying the buying power because 4x the price of one. So basically 10,000, 30,000 is the funded amount and 40,000 is the total investment value, and you pay a interest on this 30,000 amount. So how less it is? So 30, you take a position, you have taken a position of how much? You have taken a position of 40,000, and on 30,000 you are paying just 1% per month. So it's as nominal 300 as interest per month, and you have a position in that product. So it is that pricing that we have for you. And holding days is T plus 275 trading days, which give you enough time to plan your exit as per market trends. Yeah, that's how it is. So it is 2 plus 275 trading days. I've seen several questions that have come you all from the previous webinar experiences that we have had, wherein you ask a few brokers are providing 365 days, but that's 365 days. It's T plus 275 trading days. So ultimately, possibly here you will be getting more days than that broker. Yeah. How margin pledge works with MTF, we have already seen this. So 250 plus 750 total investment value is 1000. For with MTF 250, you were bringing in 750, you were already funding. This 250, you can come in from your own portfolio that you had. So this slide is very simple to you understand right now. Also, we have a dedicated MTF research section now, wherein it's regularly updated. Our research team puts out recommendation, curated stock recommendation with target price expectations, suggested timeline, stop loss, and alert systems have also become improved a lot, wherein you will be alerted the entry and all. So these insights will actually help you make informed choices, especially when it comes to MTF. Earlier, possibly MTF was not separate, but now you have it there itself. Yeah. So possibly if you're not seeing research, I think that's the time. Um, you need to go back to the research section. So I'll show you the research section here. Just a second. This is the web section that is open right now. I'll quickly take you to the web section. So here you will see the research section. Click on research. So you have options over here. You have stocks, you have FNO, you have MTF. So click on MTF and you will be seeing. So you will the closed calls. You can see the live calls and the return potential return and how many days you will be able to see over here. And the performance. The yeah, there's a list of stocks over here. So you can select from short term, mid term, long term. Same. Settings we have on the app. You must have used the app. Yeah, right. So let's move on. Why HDFC Sky? Definitely, it's backed by the trust and stability of HDFC. It's a dedicated MTF research section with stock insights and a seamless and easy MTF margin pledge. Any journey that you see on the app that you have. Yeah, I hope this is clear to you all. So that's how it is. And I hope this session has been useful to you all. And by this, you must have understood what is margin pledge as a process, what all why margin pledge you need to do, and how you can benefit from this feature. Yeah. So having said this, thank you so much for joining in the webinar. Possibly I have seen the questions that have come in and I have tried and address it in the session itself. So maybe you can revisit the video which will be available on our channels. So thank you so much for joining in.